Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or should I say to myself, because I know it has been quite some time since I have made a video, and I said in my last video that I was going to upload more, but things happen and I have a very strong reason for that, so stay tuned. For this video I'm going to be tackling a plant chore that I have been avoiding to make for quite some time now, and I want to repot my philodendron gloriosum, and I also want to chop her because she's getting quite big. She's overgrown her pot and she's so heavy that she is like trying to go down, and the new growth is stunted, so it really needs a repot. In the meantime, I want to also propagate her, so if you are interested, continue watching this video. And my name is Esmeralda, you are watching Albo Plants. So I am in a completely different room now, and I took my plant here because there is more space. Hopefully you don't mind the change, and I am on the floor, and there also can be some sounds coming from outside or some other sounds. I'm so sorry. I don't have my microphone because I didn't have batteries, and it has been quite a lot of time since I have filmed, and I need to get the hand again of this. So yeah, I am here on the ground. I have my big plant, I have my repotting mat, I do have my soil. I'm going to mix in some orchid bark. I have perlite, I have osmocote as a fertilizer, and I took this big knife to cut this plant because it has a very thick stem. And let me show you the plant. So here is the planter. As you can see, this plant has grown all along it, and this is a crawler, so it's going to grow very close to the ground, and in each node it's going to put out some new roots. As you can see here, and also here it's very visible. When it is near the ground, the roots are going to create a root system on each node, so this is perfect for propagating and it saves you a lot of time. But when it starts to overgrow the planter, as you can see here, so the arrow roots doesn't have anything to grow, and so they do not develop. And also the plant can suffer from it, so I have been like wanting to repot this for quite a long time now, but yeah, I have been quite busy, guys. I have had a very important change in my life, and that's why I haven't been able to post videos, but I will tell you when I'm doing the repot. Let's start first by taking off the plant from the planter. So I bought this philodendron gloriosum from Equagenera, and this is the gloriosum verde. It came in a nice size, but it wasn't like as big or as impressive as it is now. It has surprised me a lot. It has grown very, very much. At the beginning I put a support so I could help the leaves go in a direction that I wanted, but it's pretty difficult to keep these leaves in a kind of shape because they are quite big and they move all the time according to the light. Okay. Let's see the root system on this girl. So as you can see, the planter is filled with roots till the very edge of it, and this potting mix is quite like aerated, so it doesn't stick to the roots, so it's perfect for this repotting because I need to take off quite a bit of soil so I can see the nodes, how much roots they have, and I'm going to propagate this plant, so I need to separate the root ball. I'm starting by shaking it yeah, this plant needed this repot for quite some time. I wanted to repot it since it started like going to the edge of the planter, but yeah, I've been pretty busy. Actually, in my last video that I posted here on YouTube, I didn't say anything, but I was like pregnant at that video. Yeah, I actually just finished my first trimester and I wanted to continue posting on my channel because I really enjoyed it, but the first trimester was quite exhausting for me, and I thought to myself that I'm going to be more productive on the rest of my pregnancy, but then I don't know, I felt like I really needed to enjoy the time, and yeah, I just took off that period. So yeah, I have made my most important propagation during this time, guys, and the baby is here already. So as you can see, I have quite a reasonable justification of why I wasn't like posting here or on Instagram, but I really hope I can become more productive now and post more content, because yeah, I do really enjoy watching other YouTubers. I have still watched them this period. It is like kind of relaxation for me to keep up with my favorite YouTubers, plant tubers. Look at this root system, guys. You can see that each node has got a pretty substantial root system, so the propagation is going to be quite successful. When you can have this kind of established roots, then the plant has got nice chances of surviving, not only surviving the propagation, but also putting out quite nice leaves and growing pretty fast. My plan now is to keep top cutting, a pretty substantial top cutting. Top cutting is like when the plant is growing upwards, but this is growing like horizontally. I don't know how to say a top cutting. But yeah, the biggest leaf at the end I want to keep, and then all the rest of the nodes I'm going to propagate by cutting each individual node with the individual leaf and planting them on another pot. So let's see. I want to also keep quite nice root system for the top cutting, so it's going to not stunt its growth too much at the beginning. So as you can see, this leaf here is growing a bit strange. So my plan is to cut like here. So I'm going to keep all these beautiful big leaves for my main plant, and then each node is going to be cut like in between, and yeah, create new plants out of it. Yeah, let's start. Hopefully this knife is going to do the job. I didn't have like another proper tool for this. So yeah, this here is going to be my main cut. So it did the job pretty well, as you can see. This is going to be my main plant, which is pretty impressive even now that it's cut. And this is the root system that it has. It could have been better, but it's not that bad. It's going to grow very quickly. I have had pretty good luck with Gloriosum, especially this one. I don't have any other kind, so I cannot speak for the Gloriosum as in general. But this Gloriosum Verde, has been pretty easy for me and is growing very well. Okay. So now I'm going to proceed and cut all the individual nodes. Okay, this one. I would like to show you also an update of my plants, because a lot of things happened during this period. I have been neglecting a little bit my plants, of course, because, with the pregnancy and now the baby, I do not have a lot of time to properly take care of them. And they have been neglected a little bit. Rudy has helped me a lot by taking care of them when I didn't have the energy all the time. We also had this summer like two very intensive heat waves, so that was also another thing that contributed on like the plants not getting the best the best treatment. Like, we have had temperatures like next to 40 degrees Celsius. It was crazy, and it was very dry. So a lot of plants like died. A lot of them got pests because they were very stressed from the conditions, and I am still battling with pests. I have mealybugs, I have spider mites, and I've also seen some thrips now. The mealybugs was a very surprise for me. I underestimated them at the beginning. I said, they are pretty easy to kill, you just need with alcohol and they squish and they are gone. But actually they got pretty bad and crazy. This is very difficult node, as you can see, because the leaves are like intertwining with each other, and I don't know if I can cut this into nodes.
Yes.
Rudy is behind the camera. Let's see. Maybe if I put the knife in here. So as I was saying, the mealybugs was a bad surprise for me, because they took over some of my plants, and when they are small, they are more problematic than when they are big. The baby mealybugs are pretty difficult to kill, guys. I have tried submerging the whole plant in water with alcohol to kill everything, but it didn't work. And the one that suffered the most was my Hoya linearis. It was a very big plant, and now it's in the trash. I took some cuttings. I don't know if I can save it. So things have happened. Okay, so the most important part is done, and now I just need to pot them in their new pots. I'm going to use the same one for the main plant, because it was happy here, and this is a rectangular planter which is perfect for this kind of crawling philodendrons. And I'm not going to bother to clean it because I don't want to do it. If you have time, and of course it's better if you clean, but this plant didn't have pests, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I was going to reuse this soil because it is quite good, so why not? I'm just going to put some other fertilizers, so it's going to have some new nutritions, but yeah, I don't think it's like too much of a problem. I'm going to use this for my propagations, and I'm going to make a new batch of soil for my main plant. I just have some pots in here, and the ones that are bigger are going to be used for the cuttings that have more roots. So let's see. I feel a little bit like strange sharing with you my personal life, or if I can say like personal details of my life, like for example the fact that I just had a baby, and I don't know, it's crazy when I say it out loud. It's such a big change in our lives and such a blessing, but I'm not used to sharing this personal stuff, and yeah, it feels a bit like, I don't know if anyone cares, but yeah, I just wanted to let like people who followed me before, that have like asked me with messages on Instagram where I have been, I do have an obligation for them to explain why I haven't been like uploading. So yeah. We have a daughter, and she just turned like 1 month now. For the moment, I'm still like trying to figure out the new life, the new everyday, and it's a work in progress. So I just wanted to also show in this node, as you can see here, this line is where the node is. These are the spaces between the nodes, and this is the petiole of the leaf. You can see this little bump in here. This is going to be where the new growth point is going to come. So if you want to be extra careful, you can put this one facing upwards, and it's going to shoot out the new leaf. But don't worry too much, because even if it is underground or in another position, the new leaf is going to eventually find out where to grow, which direction to grow. But yeah. So I'm going to put some soil on the bottom. Put this in here. Position my cutting in here, and then add more soil. And I'm going to do this exact same thing for all the node propagations. So it's the same steps that you need to do. So it has been a couple of hours later from the last clip that you saw, because our baby woke up and only just now fell back asleep, so the lighting is going to be a bit different. I'm sorry for that. I have made the mix now with some potting soil, orchid bark, perlite, and I put also osmocote at the top, and I'm going to mix everything together. I have already potted up all the propagations, and now I'm going to work on my main plant. I'm going to scoop everything on one side, so I will leave room for the roots of the plant. And positioning the plant in the pot is better if you try to put it as closer to the edge as possible here, so it's going to have more room to grow. I mean, it already like takes more than half of the pot, but yeah, we are going to work with what we have. I don't have a longer planter, but if you are able to provide such thing, then it's better for you. So you don't need to repot it very soon after this. But yeah. And don't forget about the extra part here. It doesn't have roots, so you need to be a bit careful with watering in the beginning. I suggest to water only this part of the plant in the beginning, and this is going to help maybe a little bit so you don't overwater this plant. Because the root system isn't like really anchored at the moment in the soil, then the plant is going to be very wobbly. It doesn't like stay in one place, so you need to give it a bit of support at the beginning. I'm going to put this super heavy rock so it's going to keep the plant in one place, hopefully. Let's see. Okay. Okay, another thing that I would suggest you to do is to try and not like submerge the main stem under the soil, because it can create a possibility for it to rot. So just avoid it. Put it like on the surface of the potting soil. So yes, this is it. This is done. I'm going to bring everything into my shower, give it a rinse very well, maybe shower the leaves very well with soap. So I also wanted to show you this propagation I made a while ago, just so you can create an idea. Here, if you can see, this part that is a bit more woody is the original stem that I cut and the node. These are two original leaves of the plant, and as you can see here, it is a new shoot that it has produced. So this is all the new plant that is growing, and as you can see here, it's also trying to produce another shoot. This one had two nodes, that's why it has going to shoot two new plants. So yeah, this is a successful propagation, and the same thing is going to happen with the ones that we took on this video. This is going to be it, my repotting and propagating. Of course, I'm going to try and update you guys on Instagram or in here if it's all successful or if something grows. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Shanti is in the background also, she wanted to join. And yeah, I hope to see you very soon on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are interested. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram with the name Albo__plants. And just leave me a comment down below and we can chat together. So thank you very much again. Have a lovely day. Paci!